Manchester's Radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at wmnh953@gmail.com or through our website at wmnhradio.org. You are listening to WMNHLP, Manchester's Radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at wmnh953@gmail.com or through our website at wmnhradio.org.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Is there any remedy for a broken heart that still bleeds? Show me how to sew it all up. Feeling like there's nothing left. Blend to any cause and effect. You don't see the skin that you cut.
This fight, I
everybody. Welcome. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. A little chilly, but glorious. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Tuesday, December 13, 2022. So welcome, everybody. By the way, the track we opened with today, that is the single End of the World by Molly Diago. And thank you again to Molly and her guitar player, Jimmy, for coming in yesterday. If you missed yesterday's show, they spent the full 2 hours with us, and it was great, and performed a couple of songs live for us. But we've been playing that song, End of the World. We still play that on the show occasionally. It came out back in, I think it was March, when Molly was here with us the first time via a phone interview, but it was really nice to get to meet her in person and to see her and Jimmy perform live that song. A great acoustic performance. So if you missed yesterday's show, it is up, of course, in the archive. You can access it at your will, at your leisure. But, of course, they are working on preparing a new single, I think. I forget exactly what she said the timetable was, but so when that is out, we will look forward to bringing that to you. Coming up later, I'm going to play. Kevin Horn's got some new music, and he's going to be playing at the Hop Knot this Friday. So we'll share some of his new stuff in a little bit on the show, probably at the top of the hour as we go into hour number 2, Numero Dos, at 5 p.m. So welcome everybody. 603-250-6007 is the number if you'd like to join us today on the program. 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you are welcome to interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. And we'll go ahead and say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat so far. I see Jenny in there. And she says, shalom, peeps. Also, Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont joins us, as well as Jason Fedderson. Scott Robinson also in the chat says, good afternoon, my fellow Connartonites. Good afternoon to you, Scott. Oh, I want to remind you, too. Sorry, I heard a strange sound outside. The sounds of Elm Street. I wanted to remind you, by the way, too, we did share it out on social media last night, and our friend Nick Murdoch brought it to our attention yesterday in the chat room. There's a brand new episode of Not Even a Show, NEAS, up. Our friend Chris James from Canada, and Jenny and I are in the open. We're the very first ones in the new episode, so check that out. And I think our friend Eazy-G is on the line. Hi, Eric.
Hey, well, that was a real good song, by the way. Wow.
Yes.
A lot better than some of that crazy Satan worshiping music, Rock and roll.
Right, yes. Rock and roll, the music of the devil. Although I would say that is a rock song.
I know. I'm just joking around.
Oh, good.
But anyways, the world of wrestling never stops. But I watched the whole NXT, the latest pay-per-view there. I'm not really a big NXT fan, but boy, that was a good show.
I used to love NXT. I got really hooked on NXT a few years ago.
Right.
When it was, I would watch it on Hulu. It was only an hour, right, and it was so much better than what the main roster was doing. And then of course they figured out how to ruin NXT. But you say the recent show was good?
Yeah, it was good. I never really watched an NXT show from beginning to end. It was it was one of those premium shows on Peacock. Mm-hmm. Since I own Peacock. Since I have Peacock, I feel obligated to watch it once in a while.
Yes. Well, you're paying for it.
By the channel, you say, "Well, I'm gonna watch that." It was interesting, and they had a couple ladies on there I never seen before wrestle. And they had I noticed too in the main card. A lot of the teams now that come out are mostly tag team have the ladies come out with them.
You like it when the ladies come out with them, don't you?
Yeah, no complaining there, but I haven't seen that in a while. That's
right.
The ladies mixing it up.
Yes.
But anyways, the news of the day is what WrestleMania report said. I I don't believe it though. He says Vince McMahon's coming back. I don't think so. But he's still the primary owner, believe it or not. He still has a lot of stock. So he's in behind the scenes still.
He is actually still
They'll
technically
never really get rid of him.
Well, yeah, he's the majority owner. He owns the majority of stock in that company. So he does have some power, and so his coming back. From what I was reading, I read that today too, Eric. And from what I read, it is still possible. It is feasible that he could orchestrate a comeback to WWE, and there's a rumor that he's been telling people he's been saying that he thinks some people gave him some bad advice when he made the decision to leave, and that he could have weathered the storm.
I don't know. The another rumor is the Triple H is tanking USA because they want to just end the contract. I don't know when it's up, and they want to probably go to the premium services. Like it has to be Peacock, obviously, because you have to pay for it to watch it. I don't know if part of that SmackDown ever go that way, but I was watching some of the Raw last night. It was pretty awful.
Yeah.
So I think the story is true. And of course, the Riddle, I guess he's written off the TV for a while, and he's in the rehab, I guess.
I did see that, yes. I didn't have a chance to really read about it, but I did see that.
What they say is he can't go to rehab for marijuana anymore. It's not, they took that off the list. Potential problems, and it was, But, he was written off, the Almighty, it's Christmas time, they get take some time off New Year's and stuff. But the storyline, he'd be back. The storyline is you're fired. He went out to one of the refs, and he went out to the guy in charge there. Well, this is the guy in charge on TV. He has no really power. But he bumped into him, and he said, you're fired. I mean, I see the guys do worse to get fired. But he's not really fired, it's this whole storyline.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, the Almighty.
The Almighty?
Last night he bumped into a ref, and he bumped into I can't remember the guy's name, but he's supposedly in charge of the wrestlers, but he's not really, This whole storyline.
Are you talking about Adam Pearce?
It's Christmas time,
Is it Adam Pearce? Is that who you're thinking of?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
He has really no power.
John.
He used to wrestle.
John. Yeah. Oh yeah. John Hopwood is in the chat. He says, "Ask Eric if he has a new roommate."
Yeah, I do, believe it or not.
You do. What happened to Bruce?
Oh, he was my roommate, and the other guy, I moved on from him. I live in a new roommate. Very nice.
Yeah. What happened to the old roommate?
Oh, he has a new one now. Moves people around. He went to all the floors. And
they move people around?
Yeah, to new people.
To different floors?
Well, something like that happens,
Wait, so you could just be there one day you have a roommate, and then the next day you have a different roommate?
Well, sometimes, that's the way it goes around here,
Wow.
So, I don't know.
I
don't make the rules for who moves around.
Do you wish you did make the rules? Do you ever find yourself going, if I was in charge of this place, things would be different?
Oh, yeah, I think about that all the time, but we don't discuss that on the radio.
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Rolling Regal's coming back.
Yes.
Next month he's going to be the vice president.
Yeah. He wanted to go back and work in NXT.
Not to wrestle anymore, obviously.
No, he can't. Actually, from what I read, he can't appear on camera for WWE until 2024.
Oh, okay. Because of the contract?
Yes. Because Tony Khan let him out early of his AEW contract. Kyle Clayton in the chat room says, this is a roller coaster of emotions. Probably referring to your roommate situation.
Yeah. Another guy coming back. I think it comes back, to make. When he came back a while back, he makes Roman Reigns look good. That'll be his role. But I'm not happy to see that John Cena guy come back in. As much as there to make the young guys look good.
Right.
Maybe wrestle Roman Reigns. I don't really need somebody to make him look good, I guess. But he made him look good, I guess. He lost, so.
Right.
There's rumor going on Roman Reigns has some kind of ear infection or something, or some kind of ruptured ear, or you don't really know if these storylines are true or not. But he wrestles part-time anyways. He's on the TV all the time.
Right.
He's got a couple of kids now, I guess, and he wants to spend time with the family. Nothing wrong with that, right?
There's nothing wrong with that.
But he'll be on SmackDown this week. It's funny though. Those Usos call them the drunks because one of the guys got arrested for DWI there. I think that storyline's getting old. You know, they never lose. You know, it reminds me of like NWO. Never, when they first started, they never lost.
Well, then when they do lose, it'll really mean something.
Right, but they got a lot of good teams. They got the Vikings. They got a couple of teams on the rise. I don't know. Eventually, they're going to take the belts off. Man, it can't last forever.
Right.
They lost to the New Day. New Day's a good team, you know.
By the way, John Hopwood says
New Day lost to them.
John Hopwood says there is nothing wrong in changing roommates. Sleazy G.
Oh, there you go. I agree with that.
I hope that makes you feel better.
NXT not to be a spoiler, but the New Day won the NXT champions. So they put that on their list.
Not Big E though, right? He's still out.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna wrestle again.
Really?
He had a lot of trouble with his neck. If he's smart, he won't come back.
What if he's not smart?
Yeah, well, he'll come back, I guess. I know that guy broke his neck. I think Randy Orton broke his neck, didn't he?
Yeah, Randy Orton got hurt pretty badly, apparently.
I think he's done now.
He has nothing
to prove in the ring.
He had fusion surgery.
Yeah, he's having a lot of health problems now. If he's smart, he won't come back. You know, obviously Triple H can't wrestle no more.
By the way,
heart condition.
Knights Adcock in the chat room says, "Hi, hashtag Eric, we say."
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know a while back, a month ago, he kicked off SmackDown. He can still kick off SmackDown. Triple H just can't wrestle no more.
Right.
Reminds me of the last time he wrestled overseas there in that Saudi Arabia thing with his buddy Shawn Michaels, and on the other side, I think it was Undertaker and somebody else, and boy, that was awful.
Yes, it was. It was terrible. I couldn't even watch the whole match.
They got injured, dude. I think one of both got injured.
Yes. John Hopwood says, is Sleazy G coming up to the Queen City for the big Christmas party?
Christmas party?
I don't know anything about it either. I thought maybe you would know.
Not.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was watching the old, because Peacock is everything on there, from the good old days.
Uh-huh.
And I saw the Royal Rumble. I saw, wow, the big Big Almighty. He's been wrestling for a while. I didn't realize he would been around that long.
Uh-huh.
He came on the Royal Rumble there. I was like, oh my God, I know that guy. I mean, he was wrestling that in the Royal Rumble. He's wrestling another match against somebody. It's like, wow.
Knights Adcock says, we say hashtag Matt Connarton. We know that the other person name Adam Pearce from TV show The Tomorrow People.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to wrestle Adam Pearce.
Yes. Apparently he wrestled on a show called The Tomorrow People.
I never heard of that show.
I thought he wrestled for Ring of Honor, but maybe I was wrong.
Huh.
Yes.
But I think it could be a good rumor that Raw's going to the pay channel, and I don't know if they'll keep the Friday Night SmackDown, but I guess that show is doing better in the ratings, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And they had the old guy Kurt Angle on, but at least he didn't wrestle. It was just a crazy birthday party and crazy shenanigans, with the milk. When he sprayed the milk like he did years ago.
Uh-huh. Yes.
You think they come up with something new, though? That was an easy one to repeat, I guess. So.
Jenny and I watched that clip. We saw that, and then I showed her the original clip of Kurt Angle with the milk, and then I showed her the original clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin with the beer.
I was reading an update with Jeff Hardy. I don't know if he's coming back. I hope not,
Mm-hmm.
I think wrestling makes him crazy.
Mm-hmm. He's probably got enough
step
money.
away permanently, don't you think? He's had a lot of health problems.
That's true. Yes, he has.
You don't really see Matt Hardy that much either.
Is that Matt Hardy I hear in the background? Is that why you're talking about him?
No, it's a con. It's right next to my door.
I didn't know. I didn't know if maybe he was your new roommate.
No, the intercom is right next to my door. They want people, hospital call, and then they have the crazy bingo card and questions for the people that work here and stuff. For the Christmas season, I know you're a big Christmas person,
Right, kind of a Scrooge. Yes, it's true.
I'll leave it at that. You ever see that movie, The Christmas Story?
Yes.
You ever seen that one?
Of course.
Yeah, I was watching an hour of it on the TV. And I said, I don't know what I was watching. I said, wow, I think I've seen it before, but it's been a long time. And the kid, sucks his tongue to the. I missed that part, but he sticks his tongue to the pole.
Yes.
Total shenanigans. Have you ever done that, Matt?
I have not. I know better. But that film is full of shenanigans.
I didn't do it either.
Mm-hmm.
Done a lot of dumb things in my life, but never that dumb.
That's good. We're glad for that.
Well, anyway, after my shenanigans, I haven't called in a while because I'm a little under the weather. So.
Is that why you had to switch roommates? Bruce made you sick?
No. This is I haven't felt the best. So.
Okay.
Not COVID or anything. Don't worry. But it was just under the weather.
Under the weather. I understand.
Yeah, so I gotta get better. Christmas is coming,
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Oh, ho, ho. Talk to you later.
What'd you call me? All right, bye, Eazy-G. All right. Wow.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy dope.
That was our friend Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. Boy, that was something. 603-250-6007 if you'd like to join us on the program today. 603-250-6007. We'll get into some stuff. We have a lot to get into today, but we'll finish saying hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat because I see a lot of people in there. Kyle Clayton is in the chat room. Of course, Kyle Clayton from The Morning Show with Peter White, which you can hear weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on WMNH with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. right before this program here. Let's see. Alex Whiteley, our friend from the UK, also joins us in the chat room. Hello, Alex. Let's see. John Hopwood was bringing up something about... actually, we'll get to that. Melanie La Liberty says, asking Kyle, did you have Peter sign a permission slip to participate in this program? Yes. He faxed it over, actually. Yes. Let's see. There was something... Oh, yes. John Hopwood was asking, is MCU part of the war on Christmas? Absolutely, John. Every chance I get, I go around, I say happy holidays or season's greetings to people, and they get furiously upset because I do that instead of Merry Christmas. Clearly, I'm some sort of communist as a result of my wanting to be inclusive with my choice of verbiage. So let's see. Melanie says Bruce smells bad. Well, if that's the case, Melanie, then I suppose it's just as well that Eazy-G has a new roommate. And John Hopwood asking if he missed the entertainment report. Eric doesn't really do that anymore. It's been a long time. All right. John Hopwood says, why isn't Kyle at the news desk? Well, he's welcome to be at the news desk. He would have to come in to do so. He'd have to be here physically in studio. And we have a call. We'll grab this. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hello, Matt. This is Paul McCarthy.
Paul McCarthy. Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. I'm simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Oh. Simply having... somebody else did that song with a similar name to you. Interesting.
No, that's my song, Matt.
Oh, that's see, I always thought it was Paul McCartney. That's actually Paul McCarthy who did that song?
Yes, the four lads from Liverpool asked permission to use that song.
Oh, I see. Well, that's I had no idea. We're learning some music trivia here today on the program.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. What's on your mind, Paul McCarthy?
Well, Matt, I just wanted to call you and wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Well, thank you. It's only the 13th. We've got a little ways to go yet, but thank you, Paul McCarthy.
Right. I'm going to be touring Mongolia soon, and I'm not going to be around, mate, so I wanted to call in.
Oh.
Wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Well, that's wonderful. Are you doing some sort of holiday tour where you'll be playing Christmas music?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good because, I'm part of the war on Christmas, so I was going to give you a hard time if you said yes to that.
We're going to be doing the Hey Jude tour, Matt. We just sing Hey Jude all night, Matt.
Hey Jude. Now, I could have sworn that was Paul McCartney, but that's actually Paul McCarthy?
That's a Paul McCarthy song, Matt.
Oh, see, all this time I've been so confused. I had no idea. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Right, a lot of people don't know this. It's just been speculation for many years, Matt. But Paul McCartney died.
Oh. Now, I remember watching a documentary about that, it was Paul McCartney died and he was actually secretly replaced. Like he's,
right, Matt.
coffee and they replaced him with Folgers crystals or something. Yes, I remember seeing a documentary about that.
You all right, Matt?
Wow. Well, this is, so are you the guy who replaced him? Is that what you're saying? But your real name is Paul McCarthy?
No, they didn't want me, Matt.
Oh.
Because I didn't have the look, but I wrote everything, Matt.
Wow. You ever write anything for Ozzy Osbourne? Because you kind of sound a little bit like him, too.
I didn't, Matt, but I did sit in with him once.
Did you? Okay. I suspected as much. I just assume all of you British guys know each other. I hope that's not considered
I sat in
racist.
with Ozzy Osbourne, and I sat in with Gene Simmons of Kiss.
No kidding. Now that is that's remarkable. I'd like to what song was that? You sat in on on one of his solo albums you sat in with him?
I sat in on his solo album, Matt.
Wow. Which one? The first one?
The one that has I don't know the name of it. It's the one that has a picture of his mug on it, Matt.
Did you? I don't want to. You co-wrote "Tunnel of Love" with him, didn't you?
Yes, whatever you said, man.
That's what I thought. I remembered somebody else had a songwriting credit on that track. That's a great song.
Right.
Tunnel of Love.
Yes, and the reason, Matt, they didn't want me in the Beatles is because they didn't want an Irishman with them.
Oh, so you're actually Irish. I didn't know that.
Paul McCarthy.
Well, now it all makes sense.
Yes.
I don't think they should have. I don't think they should have said no to you just because you're Irish. That seems a bit prejudiced. But well, that's just me.
I totally agree, Matt.
I'm Irish as well, so I would have been very offended.
And then the bugger goes and dies, and they turn to the Irishman to write all their songs, Matt.
Isn't that always how it goes? You know,
they're two-faced.
A bugger goes and dies. You need some songs. You turn to the Irishman.
That's what they did, Matt.
Yes. Now, why did
like you with hair?
Now, of all the Irishmen to turn to, why you? Is it because you're the most British sounding Irishman they knew?
I think that could be it. They knew of my songwriting. I was hanging out in Liverpool.
Okay. Yeah, now it makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Ooh.
Yes, it was 1963, Matt.
Uh-huh.
I was hanging out in Liverpool. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Well, St. Patrick's Day in Liverpool. What a wonderful time that is.
It was an enjoyable time, Matt.
Yes. Well, that's. I'm sure you were very inspired to write some songs.
Very much so. Well, listen, Matt, I'm simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Yes.
I've got to get back now to my wife.
Oh, right.
And, wrap my presents over here.
Oh, well, very good. Yes, you have to get that done before you go on your big tour.
That's right. Lynn's just waiting for me to get back to wrap the presents.
Well,
I'm going to go, Matt.
Well, very good. Well, happy holidays and season's greetings to you, Paul McCarthy.
Yes, and this is Linda McCarthy, not to be confused with Linda McCartney, because she passed away, Matt.
Yes, but Linda McCarthy is still with us. That's wonderful.
She's still alive and well, yes, she's fine.
Good.
Oh, she says hello, Matt. She says big fan.
Oh, well, hello to Linda McCarthy, and I hope that you include her on some of your solo material, regardless of whether or not she can sing.
Oh, she's a great singer, Matt.
Yes, of course. Linda McCarthy. Yes.
You should hear her rendition of Yellow Submarine. All right, I've got to go, Matt.
Well,
Merry Christmas.
Might be a euphemism for something. All right, thank you so much, Paul McCarthy. Wow. Always nice to hear from our friend Paul McCarthy. Not to be confused with Paul McCartney, of course. Paul McCarthy is Irish. He's a good Irishman, like myself, yes. Well, very good, very good. Wow, what an exciting day it's been. So the celebrities are coming out. The luminaries. First, we heard from Eazy-G, and then Paul McCarthy all the way from Ireland. That is wonderful. Well, that does open up the line for you, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. John Hopwood in the chat room says, this is from an article. Today, an estimated 75% of Liverpool's population have some Irish ancestry, and the city is celebrated for having the strongest Irish heritage of any British city. Oh, well, okay, so it makes sense then. Our friend Paul McCarthy was not just whistling Dixie. Do we say that anymore? Is it okay to still use that expression? That I can see where that might not be PC. Melanie says, big fan. I don't think that is Paul McCartney. No, that is not, Melanie. That was Paul McCarthy. That's a completely different person. And we have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, it's Pauly.
Oh, Pauly C. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. I just got the most incredible call. I hope you were listening. It was wild.
I did. I heard it. It's amazing the people that you get to call into the show. Yeah. Your fan base is astounding.
We're truly international, or I think as the French would say, international. I think that's how you say that in French. I'm trying to broaden our appeal all across Europe.
You should have asked Paul McCarthy how it's pronounced.
Yeah, well, he's not French. He's Irish.
Oh, I get confused.
Yes, but spent time in Liverpool. What's going on, Paul?
I wanted to know if it was okay to stop by. I'm cruising Elm Street right now, and I'm kind of bored.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're out cruising, huh? On a cold day.
I'm out cruising for chicks.
Wow.
So, and I wanted to swing by.
Yes, absolutely. Come on in. You're
All
always...
right, give me about 15 minutes, and I'll be there.
You're always welcome. All right, we'll see you when you get here.
All right, bud.
All right,
thanks.
Bye-bye. All right, very nice. Pauly C is going to be popping in. Pauly C, of course, from Retro Spectrum Radio with Pauly C, which you can hear every Friday night from 8 to 11 p.m. live right here on WMNH. And I have the honor and privilege of being one of Paul's co-hosts on that program, along with our friends DJ Steve. And we'll see. I forget who else is joining us this Friday. Let's see, but that does open up the line for you, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Let's see. Oh, John Hopwood has been sharing a couple of articles in the chat room there. Perhaps we'll look at those. Let's see. John Hopwood says Liverpool has the biggest Irish community outside of Ireland. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that. And our friend Ron is on the line. Hi, Ron.
Yeah, what's happening?
You tell me. What's going on?
Nothing. Is that a first for Pauly being on your show, or has he been on there before?
Oh, Paul's been on many times.
Yeah, either I don't recall or don't remember, which is probably more towards I don't remember kind of thing, but that's cool.
I think it's probably both. You don't recall and you don't remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, when I am listening to his show, and I'm over here all by myself, nice and quiet, listening, and then he throws in your laughter fit, that always puts a smile on my face.
Yes. Well,
I get a kick out of that.
Well, it's good to smile, and it's good to get a kick.
Yeah, and Peter White's got one that I always get a kick out of. What's his name? Knocked over a bar and some glasses fell.
Mike from Queen City Cabinetry in the historic Sunbeam Mall. Yes.
And I don't know where he got the recording from, but there's a background sound of somebody smashing dishes one after another. Well, it's funny.
That's actual audio from the incident. It was captured on tape.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's true.
It's good stuff, though. Good stuff.
Yes. Well, good.
All righty. I didn't have nothing. Just a hello, see how you doing kind of thing.
All right, Ron. Well, we appreciate the call.
All right, man.
All right, my friend.
Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. All right, always nice to hear from our friend Ron, and that does open up the line for you, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Kyle was just asking in the chat room if he can come down for real. Yes, absolutely. You're always welcome, sir. Always welcome. Let's see. And I thought I saw, Miriam Banish also popped in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Miriam. She's got ice on her car and is waiting for it to thaw. And very good, very good. 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. I did want to get into, there's a number of interesting news items, but I think we should start with this because, and science is not my best subject, but even I know that this is a big deal and could have tremendous implications for the future in a positive way. The AP is reporting fusion breakthrough is a milestone for climate and clean energy. If you didn't see this, scientists announced today that they have, for the first time, produced more energy in a fusion reaction than was used to ignite it, a major breakthrough in the decades-long quest to harness the process that powers the sun. Researchers at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California achieved the result last week, the Energy Department said. Known as a net energy gain, the goal has been elusive because fusion happens at such high temperatures and pressures that it is incredibly difficult to control. The breakthrough will pave the way for advancements in national defense and the future of clean power, Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm and other officials said. By the way, the first thing I thought of when I heard this today, I was in the car when the news broke on this story, and like I said, science never my best subject, but I vividly recall when I was a kid in grade school, science teachers would be talking about this, about how, someday, if scientists can figure out, wow, a lot of sirens outside. I don't think the mics really pick those up, but there's a fire or an accident somewhere. My goodness, there's a lot of sirens. But I remember when I was a kid, so science teachers would be talking about how they'd talk about cold fusion and how someday it could change the world if scientists can actually figure out how to create cold fusion on the scale that has been described today. And it looks like someday is finally here. And this could really, not in the immediate future, not in the short future, but long term, could be a decade, could be a couple of decades, before this is actually available commercially, so to speak. But this could really change everything. This could be the end of our dependence and potentially the dependence of the world on fossil fuels. I mean, this is massive, massive news. But one of the things that will be very interesting to see, I think, in the short term, maybe not so much in the long term, because I think the people who are pushing back on this will find themselves on the losing end of this battle. But what we're going to see in short order is a lot of pushback on this. There are so many people, whether it be the oil companies and anybody that is in the business of fossil fuels, that benefits in any way from fossil fuels, which of course means many of our politicians who get money from big energy, big oil and so forth. There's going to be a lot of pushback on this. I mean, if you're Joe Manchin, and he's an older guy, so I suppose he's not necessarily concerned about what happens 10 years down the road. But he's an example of someone who benefits greatly from big energy in terms of the big energy lobby and coal. He represents the coal industry, effectively being from West Virginia. He also makes money, continues to make a tremendous amount of cash from the coal industry. So I'd call that perhaps a conflict of interest. But then again, it's the United States Senate. So that's kind of baked into the cake, right? But somebody like Joe Manchin is probably not happy at all about this development, because this could be, again, a very significant threat to the way this all works, the way energy works and is produced as we know it. With cold fusion, they could power entire cities with this technology without having to burn fossil fuels. This is really a remarkable moment. And hopefully, because there are going to be headwinds, of course, there are going to be people people in Congress and a lot of companies that are going to be wanting to do everything they can to throw sand in the gears of this achievement and to slow this down. Because once cold fusion does become commercially viable, and again, we're a long way away from that. It's not like, I heard someone say today that, if we had cold fusion commercially available today, we could get off of fossil fuels completely today. John Hopwood says in the chat room, fusion, what BS, a perpetual motion machine. It's the same thing that they said about atomic power in textbooks in the 1950s. Fredo, of course, I like to say his full name, Alfredo Enrique Benavides, joins us in the Facebook live chat and says, will cold fusion power the Space Force lasers? I would assume so, Fredo. We don't actually have the Space Force lasers yet, or at least that we know of. Now, it's not like they tell us about everything. That could be secret technology, but yes, I look forward to that. I look forward to cold fusion powering everything, including space lasers. Hello to Chris Rose, who joins us in the Facebook live chat from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It says here, again, this is from the AP, the breakthrough will pave the way for advancements in national defense and the future of clean power. Granholm said, quote, ignition allows us to replicate for the first time certain conditions that are found only in the stars and the sun, unquote. Granholm told a news conference in Washington, quote, this milestone moves us one significant step closer to having zero carbon fusion energy powering our society, unquote. Wow. Hello to Nancy Clayton, who just joined us in the Facebook live chat. And Knights Adcock says, quote, we say that we will be putting up the Christmas tree hashtag, Matt. We will be singing some good tunes of cover tunes. Oh, very nice. Fusion, appearing with Granholm, White House Science Advisor Arati Prabhakar, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I apologize. Called the fusion ignition achieved on December 5th, quote, a tremendous example of what perseverance really can achieve and an engineering marvel beyond belief, unquote. So apparently this happened. This was done on December 5th, but they're announcing it today. Nancy Clayton says in the chat, did I just see a comment from Kyle saying he was putting his pants on? Good God, what did I miss? Oh, he's coming down to the station, I believe. So you have to be, FCC regulations do require that you wear pants on the radio. Proponents of fusion hope it could one day displace fossil fuels and other traditional energy sources. Producing carbon-free energy that powers homes and businesses from fusion is still decades away, but researchers said the announcement marked a significant leap forward. Professor Dennis White, director of the Plasma Science and Fusion Center at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and a leader in fusion research, said, quote, it's almost like it's a starting gun going off. We should be pushing toward making fusion energy systems available to tackle climate change and energy security, unquote. Kim Budd, director of the Livermore Lab, said there, quote, are very significant hurdles, unquote, to commercial use of fusion technology, but advances in recent years mean the technology is likely to be widely used in a few decades rather than 50 or 60 years as previously expected. Wow. Pauly C. has joined us at the news desk.
There's no headphones over here.
There's not?
No.
That is incredibly bizarre. Well, you could grab some, you know what? There's an extra pair of headphones over there I see on the couch, and why they're over there, I have no idea. But, okay, that would be an option. Yes.
I will go get them.
It says here, fusion works by pressing hydrogen atoms into each other with such force that they combine into helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy and heat. Unlike other nuclear reactions, it doesn't create radioactive waste. President Joe Biden called the breakthrough a good example of the need to continue to invest in research and development. Quote, look what's going on from the Department of Energy on the nuclear front. There's a lot of good news on the horizon, unquote, he said at the White House. Billions of dollars and decades of work have gone into fusion research that has produced exhilarating results for fractions of a second. Previously, researchers at the National Ignition Facility, the division of Lawrence Livermore, where the success took place, used 193 lasers and temperatures multiple times hotter than the center of the sun to create an extremely brief fusion reaction. The lasers focused on an enormous amount of heat on one miniature spherical capsule, said Marvin Adams, Deputy Administrator of the National Nuclear Security Administration, an energy department agency. The result was a superheated plasma environment where a reaction generated about 1.5 times more energy than was contained in the light used to produce it. I'm going to skip down a little bit because this is taking us into the weeds than I wanted to get. But let's see. It says here, and again, this is from the AP. The net energy gain achievement applied to the fusion reaction itself, not the total amount of power it took to operate the lasers and run the project. For fusion to be viable, it will need to produce significantly more power and for longer periods. It is incredibly difficult to control the physics of stars. White said the fuel has to be has to be hotter than the center of the sun. The fuel does not want to stay hot. It wants to leak out and get cold. Containing it is a challenge, he said. Results from the California lab exceeded expectations. Although there's a long way to go to turn fusion into a usable power source, the lab's achievement makes him optimistic that it may someday be, quote, the ideal power source that we thought it would be, unquote, one that emits no carbon and runs on an abundant form of hydrogen that can be extracted from seawater. Oh, interesting. So there you go. This is a big deal. Have you been following this, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Started about 2.5 minutes ago when I walked in. It's interesting.
This is a pretty big deal.
It is.
Although John is poo-pooing all over it in the Facebook live chat.
He poo-poos all over everything.
I know.
Very pessimistic.
I think he poo-poos on his poo-poo. That's how. I think that's how you say it in French, right?
He's the kind of guy who needs to let everybody know that he knows better than everybody else.
He is extraordinarily smart, though. I believe that.
Well, yeah, but
I believe that he has a genius level IQ.
Well, okay. Oh, all right. That's fine. Can I ask him out to the dance too, or?
I don't think so. Is there a dance coming up?
It's Christmas. I'm sure there's a dance somewhere.
I'm not much of a dancer, I'll tell you. I've got. You remember Denny Terrio on Dance Fever? I'm not even at that level. That's how much of a hoofer I am not. That's actually a callback to a very old Dennis Miller joke. 603-250-6007 is the number to call if you'd like to join us today. 603-250-6007. And Pauly C. has joined us at the news desk. Pauly C., of course, the host of Retro Spectrum Radio with Pauly C., which returns live this Friday night. And what do you have in store for us, Paul?
So we have Mike Gonzalez coming in to join us this week.
I don't think Gonzo's ever been with us on your show.
He has not. He'll be joining us, and we'll be doing Christmas music a la rock and roll and metal.
Very good.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of classic Christmas songs put to heavy metal and rock tunes. And we're going to be featuring Leo Maraccioli, a lot of him.
Yes.
If you guys don't know him, you got to go check out his YouTube channel. Guy's phenomenal.
Jenny's a fan, I know that.
Yeah, she is, and rightly so. The guy's a genius. And, I didn't realize until a couple of days ago that not only does he do hundreds of covers of, pop tunes and, other rock songs that he just puts to metal, but he also covers a lot of Christmas songs, too. And,
yeah,
that inspired me to, do, what, maybe we should do an episode of Christmas songs that are all metal. So I found, a bunch by Leo and a few other bands that just do phenomenal covers of these songs. So, and I pieced them together with a bunch of, naturally Christmas specials and movies and mashed them all together. And we're going to have a really good time. And Gonzo's going to create a game for us in the style of Mike Gonzo Gonzalez. So it should be a good time.
Excellent.
And then next week, on the night before Christmas Eve, We are going to have Katie come back in. Hopefully she'll have her dad with us this time.
Oh, good.
And we're going to have an evening of traditional comedy Christmas songs. If you're a fan of Dr. Demento, you do want to join us for that. It's a bunch of comedy Christmas songs that, we all grew up with. And even back in the day, you heard a lot of these songs on the radio, but you just don't hear any of them on the radio anymore.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to be doing that. And, of course, we'll be doing plenty of singing in the studio because Katie and her dad will be here.
Yes, yes.
So we'll be caroling live in the studio.
Very nice.
And maybe we'll have Dan with us that night, too.
Oh, excellent. Dan Randall of Dan Randall and the Randlettes.
Yes.
I assume that's the Dan you mean.
That's the Dan I mean.
I was going to say I shouldn't assume because Dan is a common name.
Right.
I mean, when I was a kid, there was like 10 Dans in my grade school class.
Right, but there's only one Dan Randall.
There's only one Dan Randall of Dan Randall and the Randlettes.
That's right.
Yes, yes. By the way, will there be any Jingle Bell Rock?
Yes. In fact, I think the version that will be playing that night will be by Leo Maraccioli. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam Banish in the chat says, big Dr. Dementia fan. No, it's Dr. Demento.
Yeah, I think she corrected herself.
Dr. Dementia is a neurologist, I believe,
Right.
not a comedy radio personality. Oh, yes, she did correct herself, yes.
Yes.
She's very excited for Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Melanie sounds very excited in the chat room. She wrote something I can't read on the air, which is always fun. and we have a call. We'll grab this. I think it's our friend Eazy-G. Eazy-G, is that you?
Yes, it is. Hey, I guess you have a new theme for your Christmas Eve show. I guess that singer you played the last 2 years, Ernie and Bert, probably will be out the window. And a special appearance from Ho, ho, ho. Santa Claus, I guess they're long gone, right?
No, actually, Eazy-G, I will be featuring the Ernie and Bert thing that I play every year.
Oh, good. I love that.
Yes, he is referring to Gift of the Magi, M-I-G-I. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think it's Magi.
Right.
Gift of the Magi via Ernie and Bert.
Oh, I love that, Ernie and Bert.
And what was the other thing you pointed out?
I used to be a big Ernie and Bert fan. I used to have Ernie and Bert dolls.
Oh, me too. Me too, bud.
Oh, wow. Will you be playing the other special appearance from Santa Claus?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to play that. I'll try to squeeze the special appearance by Santa Claus in.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yes, it is.
Boys, this is getting out of hand.
Okay.
No, right. Paul.
That's the best part of the whole thing. Yeah.
I probably will play that.
You should.
Yes.
It's a tradition.
Speaking of the holiday, look who just walked in.
Yes, Kyle Clayton is here. He's in the corner with the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
Yes.
It feels right.
Yes. Good.
Hi, Kyle.
Good.
Hey, Pauly, how are you?
Good. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, too. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hey, good. I wouldn't recognize you on the street with
how's it going, Kyle?
Your lack of beard.
Yeah, it's my face. Hey, Eric.
That's right. I heard you shave your beard. Nice and fresh for the holidays.
It's true.
Yeah, he's got a face under there.
All right. Well, I get those questions answered. You guys have a good show. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy dough.
That was our friend Eazy-G, our former entertainment reporter.
Yes.
Our former entertainment reporter on this show, and then our former entertainment reporter on the morning show. Do you miss those days when Eazy-G, or was that before you were there, Kyle?
No, I've had my fair amount of Easy. He's got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does.
Was he doing entertainment reports when you were on?
I think he did sporadically after.
Every now and then, like guest appearance entertainment reports?
Exactly, yeah. It's, I just like him talking about good-looking guys in the wrestling. Just good-looking guys.
Yeah, well, we all like that.
And ladies.
Yes.
Yeah. Ladies we didn't see.
Yes. Melanie says, but the ladies love beards.
It'll come back in a week.
Yeah, it looks like it's already coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, you already have a beard.
Why did you take it off, bro?
It got itchy.
Yeah. Do you find it's good sometimes to shave it off and start over?
I do, and people think the beard keeps you warm during winter, but it actually just freezes to your face. So common misconception on that. But
yeah, when you get out of the shower, the water stays in your beard for half an hour, just like wet hair.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I just took my beard off a half an hour ago before I got here. I've been going through a thing health-wise, and I haven't been able to take my beard off.
Oh.
And it was like totally Grizzly Adams.
Uh-huh.
And I hated it.
Very coarse, mine.
Oh, yeah, mine too. My friggin' beard trimmer was getting all jammed up in my chin.
Not fun. So it's more pulling than cutting at that point.
Right.
But I just want to see my face. It's like a yearly thing.
Uh-huh.
Santa comes, Jesus comes back. I see my face.
Right.
Get it all done one month.
Melanie's suggesting soap and water. Surely you jest. Soap and water.
Soap and water for what?
Ew, I don't know.
For the beard?
I think so.
No. You're wrong, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But we
Try
should
that right out.
We'll take advice from Melanie.
I've never let mine really grow in. Like this is, I have to keep mine trimmed or it gets itchy and I don't like it.
Right.
So I usually, I've kind of gotten into the habit last couple of years of letting the side grow in sometimes. Like I'll go like 4 or 5 days without shaving, even that part. And then I go to shave and then it takes me like 2 razors and it hurts. And then I'm filled with regret that I didn't just stay on top of it and shave every day.
I did not. Yeah, I didn't get any nicks. I did half in the dark when my light bulbs went out. So don't look too close to it. But yeah, it feels good.
Right. I see our friend Rocky Huber is in the Facebook live chat. Hello. Rocky says the ladies love when the... Okay, actually, I probably shouldn't read that. Well, he said when the beard tickles their fancy. I guess that's okay to read.
Fair.
I just, my mind jumped to what that probably really means instead of what it actually says.
It's not for us. It's for you guys.
We have a beautiful Christmas tree here at WMNH. Can we plug this in?
Go ahead.
Is it powered up?
I have no idea. I've never bothered with it.
I'm going to try to plug it in.
Give it some juice.
If you'd like, yes. Kyle, have you been following the story of the cold fusion?
I did hear you talking about that, and it could take a couple decades.
Yes.
But cities, Matt.
Yeah.
Entire cities.
Oh, yeah.
We used to just use the mills.
Yeah.
And rivers, but now.
Right. No, it's it could be a big big deal.
Absolutely. My brain can't really comprehend that. I still don't know how batteries charged with the port they just put right on top. I can't comprehend that.
Yeah.
Phones in general, how do those work? It's beams, but I trust the scientists to figure that out. But
see, I just like to assume it's all magic.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Magic, Paul?
Yeah, but I think this tree could use a little magic.
So the tree doesn't light up?
No, I plugged it in. It doesn't work.
Well, it needs magic. You know what it is? We all need to believe. I think if we all just believe and concentrate really hard, the tree will light up.
It's really bright in here.
Yeah, it is. I like it bright.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Kyle doesn't know this about me. So I like it bright. Like when, I don't know if... when whatever happened in here, when the lights got replaced or something or upgraded, I don't know what happened, but did Peter ever say anything about it on the morning show about, it's so much brighter in here now?
No, it felt like a doctor's office, though.
Yeah, because it's brighter. Like, I remember the first day I walked in, and it was brighter in here. I was in heaven because I like it bright. You know, it keeps me awake. It keeps the neurons firing, you know.
Well, you've already woken up and stuff. I'm shaking the cobwebs off. And
true. But yeah, so I like it nice and bright. Paul, on the other hand, does not. Paul likes it dark.
Dark.
Yes.
Which is why it's so pitch dark in here during my show.
Yeah.
We only got like 2 of those little spots in here on.
Oh, you do the spotlights.
Yeah.
I have watched, but normally I'm at work. I wish I could have.
We got Gonzo coming in Friday. You got to work Friday?
I heard that. Yeah. It's holiday season.
Yeah.
But good luck.
Yeah, you got to come in sometime too.
I would love that.
Yeah, you've never been on Retro either.
I have not. Fridays are hard for me to get off.
With Kyle, we've made arrangements. Not arrangements. We've already talked about him coming in, so it's just a matter of scheduling it. But he works a lot, Matt. So
yes.
I got to get on my manager.
Yeah.
Nancy Clayton in the chat room says, "Hi, Kyle. Thank you for putting pants on." Oh, hi, Pauly.
Hello.
Yeah. I explained to the audience that FCC regulations require we wear pants.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's actually true. That's a new thing. Biden signed that.
Trousers a must.
Yeah. You have to wear pants, or if you're of the female persuasion, you can wear a skirt or a pantsuit.
But fingertip length, minimum.
Yeah. And if you're minimum, yes. But if you're a guy, It's pants, or you can wear long shorts. You can't wear running shorts because that's considered obscene unless it's summertime and you've been out running a marathon and then you're doing the show after that.
What if you are of Scottish descent and you're visiting the States and you are a guest of WMNH?
My understanding is, again, this is because I read up recently on the FCC regulations. They get updated all the time. If you are of Scottish descent, then of course it is acceptable to wear a kilt if you'd like. However, if you're Irish and you come to the United States and you try to get away with that, you will be deported and permanently blocked from entering the country, and certainly from ever appearing on an American radio station again. And they're serious about this, guys. I mean, the whole thing is very. It's all legal. It's legal.
It's not. I mean, and I'm Irish. I long to wear a kilt here.
Yeah. But see, it's not worth the risk.
It's the world we live in, unfortunately.
It is. It is. Everything's so uptight.
But cold fusion.
Yeah, cold fusion. It's here. It's coming. Eazy-G is back on the line. Hello.
Yeah, so I think I was in the studio one time, and Hoppy says, "Can I lay down on the couch?" And you said, "No." I think that's another rule that's not allowed in the studio.
Yes.
No laying down on the couch.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
I think that's a rule that Jason made up because it makes you look like you're. He's falling asleep on the air.
Right. We don't want it to look like someone's passed out in the studio.
Well, who wants to lay on that couch anyway? There are so many people who have sat on that couch and farted.
Right.
And
remember that storyline years ago that Mike Doyle was going to buy a new couch? I was like,
yes, I remember that.
Followed through with that.
And then Peter was on the show with me that day. He made a rare appearance on my program, and we were trying to sell this couch live on the air so that Mike Doyle could replace it with a couch of his choosing.
Yeah, I think the only place for that couch would be the DUMP, the dump.
Yeah, I was going to say you can say the word. Yes, the FCC isn't that uptight. You don't have to spell it, but yeah, I mean,
right.
But I don't want to sound like no, it's a fine couch. It's just it'd be nice to have something a little more luxurious.
Less casting wise.
Yes.
I think how many rumps have sit on that couch over the years?
784.
A lot of cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the morning with coffee, people drinking coffee. So, there's a whole lot going on
yes.
with the rump in the morning.
And then what's this? Gonzo's paint.
Gonzo's paint, yeah.
I thought he said taint.
Well, that too. If he's sitting on it.
when he rolled the wall and Jason was mad and he was suspended like 8 weeks, which wasn't true.
Nah,
but it's got a revolution now because look at all the names on that wall now.
There's a lot of names on the wall. That is
remember
true.
when you first did that, your boss was not happy.
That's right. Well,
stop reminding him.
How dare you write on that wall?
Okay, well, let's not let's not remind people, and then Gonzo can't come in Friday because people are upset all over.
Under the bus, Gonzo.
Yeah. All right.
It's just so easy to do.
Water under the bridge.
All
right. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye, Eric.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy does it.
Wow. Easy does it 3 times.
We should have known by now.
Easy does it. All
so
right.
many butts in Gonzo's paint.
It's impressive, actually.
Wait, what? Okay. Let's play a little song, shall we? It is the top of the hour. We're going to play a track and then show some love to our amazing sponsors, and then we'll be back with hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we got a couple of these fine gentlemen here with us today. Are you guys sticking around?
I'm going to roll. I got to go home and work on Friday night show. I just wanted to pop in and say hello and give a shameless plug.
Oh, okay.
Love both you guys.
Yeah, you want to plug it one more time before you go?
Yes, Retro Spectrum Radio Friday night. Matt and I and DJ Steve will be joined by Mike Gonzalez, and we'll be doing Christmas classics, heavy metal style. Friday night, 8 p.m.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
See you, Kyle.
We'll see you then, Paul. All right, very good. Are you sticking around, Kyle?
I have nothing. So, yes, I would love to.
All right. Well, feel free to move to the news desk over there if you'd like.
I miss it.
Yes. I know you'd be more comfortable there, certainly. So we're going to play a little song. This is Kevin Horan. This is a track called End of the Line. And Kevin Horan is going to be playing live a Friday night at the Hop Knot. He's in the regular rotation over there. He plays there quite a bit. Very talented gentleman. But sometimes I play some of his band work. He's in a great band called the Stone Road Band, but I like his solo stuff too. Just him and a guitar, like what he does at the Hop Knot. This is called End of the Line. This is really good, and then we'll show some love to our sponsors, and then we'll be back with hour number 2. Kyle Clayton is here, and there is plenty more to come. Don't go away.
Oh Lord, oh God, it's time to take him down. By now we thought you'd find your own way out. Make way, he'll stay, he can't betray us now. This time he's mine, I'll make him squirm at the end of the line, and you hear him sing. Hold tight to the end of the line, it's coming down. Here it comes, wrap around tight, I can feel it now. Oh no, I see you as you're crying now. No right with the wrong, but you get it all wrong, and you get it all right, and then you say, hey, but you better get back, 'cause you're coming on down to the end of the line. Oh, yeah, but you know I'll get right, and you're pushing me down to the edge of my mind. Don't let them change me, no, I'm gonna make it my own. Hey, but you better get back, 'cause you're coming on down to the end of the line. My, you'll try and take me down tonight. No, no, I found my way and I'm alright. No, no, don't go, don't leave me here this way. You're right, my wrong, it doesn't matter now. We go round and round and round. Hey, but you better get back, 'cause you're coming on down to the end of the line. Oh, yeah, but you know I'll get right, pushing me down to the edge of my mind. Don't let them change me, no, I'm gonna make it my own. Hey, but you better get back, coming on down to the end of the line. Oh, no one can save me. No, don't let them take me away. Ooh, you know it's a lie. Oh, yeah. Oh, you say, but you better get back, 'cause you're coming on down to the end of the line. Oh, yeah, but you know I'll get right, pushing me down to the edge of my mind. Don't let them change me, no, I'm gonna make it my own. Hey, but you better get back, coming on down to the end of the line. The end of the line. Now, yeah, now let it all out.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Welcome back, everybody. We are well in hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Tuesday, December 13, 2022, and it's a special day. We've got our friend Kyle Clayton from the morning show has joined us at the news desk. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
I have to ask you this right off the bat, by the way. Rocky Huber in the chat room made a comment about you actually being banned from the news desk, which I was not aware of. But is there something something you want to tell us?
There's been no paperwork involved.
Oh, that's good. Well, if there's no paperwork, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I just we're all a team.
Yes,
we're all a team.
But aren't you usually at the news desk during the morning show?
Normally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
Have you not been lately? Have you? Has someone displaced you?
For the last couple days, but that's fine.
Oh my goodness, who's been at the news desk?
The other Matt.
Oh,
the other Matt. Yes.
Yes. He's been at the news desk.
Yeah, I came in early, 5:30, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Shaved my face.
Yeah.
He was still here before me. What are you gonna do?
So is it like is it a first come first serve kind of thing?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm just it's a radio show, so most people don't know or care where I'm sitting.
Yeah. So like when you I'm such a radio nerd. I'm fascinated by the inner workings. So when you walk in and he's at the desk, does he look up at you and say, "Oh, did you want the desk?" Or does he just is it more like, "Ha, I'm at the desk"?
It's predominantly the latter.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a sweet desk.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't give it up.
It's wonderful to be at the news desk.
But we're in a busy season at the restaurant, so
Yes.
I've been tired, and the best ability is availability, and Maddie's been there every day, on time.
Yes.
Sometimes I get sleepy.
Right.
Not often, but sometimes I sleep, and it's the wrong times.
So you don't feel as though he's trying to usurp your authority?
I don't think so. I would hope not.
Yes.
I consider him a dear friend. He's a good guy. I like him a lot.
Yes, that's good.
But it's my baby.
That's yes. I mean, you've been at the news desk for a long time, and all of a sudden it's like I don't know.
No, it's again, it's a radio show, so
I don't know.
it doesn't matter.
If it was me, I'd be like, hey, buddy, you want to let me have the desk there? But that's me. That's me.
It's you, and
That's me.
I like the casting couch, and I get to hang out with.
You do get to hang out with the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
And it's
over there, yeah. And that's kind of nice. It's very, very reassuring. You know, as you've heard me say, when that first appeared a few years ago in the studio, at first I found it a little unnerving because, you know, as you know, the eyes do follow you wherever you go in the room. But then over time, I actually, now I find it comforting because I feel like no matter what happens, he's watching over us.
They're not angry eyes, they're forgiving.
Right, yes.
Soft and forgiving eyes.
Yes. So when you feel that you need to be forgiven, you look into the eyes of the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead.
And I just, it's, and now I can't stop looking.
Yes. Well, I know. He's quite mesmerizing, really.
That's a commitment. But no, I there's no animosity. We're ELE. Everyone love everyone.
Yes. I met Matt Juno for the first time last week at the Miracle on Elm Street,
which was a great success.
Wonderful event. Yes, absolutely. A good time was had by all. Now, did you? So, what happened with the date with Kyle Clayton? That was one of the prizes, one of the raffle prizes. What happened with that?
We're still waiting on that, which I'm not paying for.
Right, that was part of the thing, right? Whoever wins has to pay.
Yeah, well, Gonzo just wrote it on
and they only get you for 2 hours.
I mean, if it goes well, maybe more, but 2 hours was my limit. I did not condone this. I did not sign off.
This was without your consent.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Gonzo just found a random ticket bowl and wrote that on there. So Stephanie Stonefield is the lucky winner. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
But she won I think a gift certificate to Hop Out as well, so that works out.
Excellent. Yes.
Parlay those two together.
Now, our friend Katie from the morning show is in the chat room, and she says, if Kyle isn't in, I am next in line for the desk, but that's because I'm the princess. Now, do you feel as though Katie has usurped you at all with the news desk? Because you were here before she was.
We have a mutual agreement, Katie and I. Whoever's here first, but I like her. If it's a music show, I'm not a singer, Matt.
Right.
Don't let this sexy voice fool you.
You don't have the dulcet tones needed for to be a crooner, to be a chanteuse.
Correct. I'm more of I'm a baritone. But if she's there or if her dad's here, I would like to sit next to her dad. I like to sit on the floor and watch him play.
Yes.
But she's. I'm not going anywhere. All right. So, Katie, you can wait as long as you want. This is like now
you're pushing back a little bit.
I'm not pushing back, but like everyone's calling dibs already.
Now you're getting a little defensive. I feel like you're a cat that's getting ready to mark its territory.
I wish I did.
Which is funny because you have less hair now since you shaved.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Yeah.
You ever drink out of a cup after you shave? I have to like clean my mustache after, but now I don't have to do that, but I still do.
Yeah. Shannon in the chat says Kyle will have his full beard back by the end of the show.
I probably will, yeah.
And Melanie pointed out, hold up, they have to pay for 2 hours? That's not legal, Matt. Now, what is this? Katie says in the chat room, the 2-minute rule. What's the 2-minute rule?
I have within 2 minutes to get here. If she's here, then I get the desk, but...
Okay, so from when she arrives, that's when the clock starts. When Katie gets here, there's 2 minutes after
Correct,
that.
but she has bamboozled. Like I'll hold the door for her like a gentleman.
Oh,
and then ladies first. I'm trying to be a gentleman,
of course.
But yeah, it's a radio show. Put me in the couch. I've sat in every corner of this room.
Right.
Maybe not that corner, but
you prefer the news desk, correct?
I mean, I worked for it.
Yeah,
I would
did.
like it.
You've been here a long time doing the morning show.
All the things in my drawers here.
Yeah. You got a whole drawer full of office supplies, paperwork that you've been doing. And,
the essentials, Matt. They're the essentials.
Invoices and what do you call them? Just stuff, legal pads.
Yep, absolutely.
Requisition things. I don't know.
Whiteout, dry erase markers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
You ever walk in and you catch Katie using that stuff or Matt Juno? I'd be upset. I'd be like,
as long as you replace it.
I'd be like, hey, put down that highlighter. That's mine.
Don't. And if they put it over like a Sharpie, so then it contaminates the whole highlighter. That's infuriating. But
yes,
I'm not opposed. Like I loved seeing Pauly sit here. He looks great.
Yes. So you didn't feel when Paul was at the news desk, you weren't over there seething with rage.
No, he said 15 minutes. I was like,
oh, that was okay. You could.
Should I hustle, or is like, you know what? I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
That's all it is.
I mentioned marking your territory. Tony Petrello says if he pees on the desk, I'm signing off. Well, if that happens, I think I'll be signing off too. I mean, that would be a little much, and I think that would violate FCC regulations. Frankly.
Yeah, I think that'd be my last straw, but you wouldn't be able to see because I have a desk.
Right.
If I did that on the couch, a different story.
Oh, that's true. Well, that might be a greater incentive to keep you at the desk.
Right.
So maybe that's if you ever start to feel like, you really should have the desk, regardless, maybe you could talk to Peter and say, Peter, just in case something happens, I should really be at the desk. Because if you're on the couch, that's going to be the problematic at best.
You don't want to play what ifs. I mean...
Yeah, exactly.
It ruins everyone's persona. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Yes. Well, very good. 603-250-6007 is the number if you'd like to join us today. 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton while you still can, while Twitter is still a thing, or email me, matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. Oh, did you win anything in the raffle, by the way? Did you buy any raffle tickets? Or
me? Yeah, I did, but I never got tickets. I just gave Maddie Corson money, which is fine.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Yeah, but I never got any tickets back, so I think he just took my money and gave it to the kids, which is fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just real quick, do you have the blue check mark on your Twitter? Did you indulge in that?
No. Apparently, I've never had the blue check mark, and apparently you have to pay for that now.
I think it's like $12 or something a month.
I think it was. I think he wanted it to be $20, and then Stephen King was complaining on Twitter about $20, and then so Elon Musk at one point was actually seemingly negotiating in real time with Stephen King and said, how about $8? And Stephen King apparently wasn't going for it. And then the thing happened. Actually, we talked about it on the show, how, it's pretty funny, actually. There were all these people who were purchasing blue check marks who were not actually like...
Jesus was one.
Like the pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly, somebody bought that and with the blue check mark, and then and then posted on Twitter that insulin is now free, that they're giving insulin away for free. Just stuff like that.
Which it should be, but
yes, but it was hilarious.
And that's the problem. I think you should earn it, but I guess $8 can get you whatever you want to get.
Yes.
That's bananas.
So I think they've killed that for now. As Elon Musk slowly kills Twitter, I think they already killed the blue check marks. I think that's done. And I don't know if you saw this. There's now Congress people trying to kill TikTok. Have you been following this at all?
I'm not following that. I'm not a big TikToker.
Yeah.
Still a MySpace guy, but...
Oh, really? MySpace? Well, you probably still have an account, right?
It's still there.
I talked about this with somebody recently. Was it you?
It may have been. I can't sign in, but my account is still there.
Yeah. Because a MySpace is like, you can't ever get rid of it.
No, it's there for keeps.
Yeah. Like if you've ever had anyone listening, if you've ever had a MySpace account and you just kind of forgot about it, you'll never be, if there's anything embarrassing on it that you don't want there, or
I can find it.
Yeah, you'll never be able to get rid of it. Like I've had people tell me, I went back to MySpace. I tried to get rid of my account, and there's no way to do it. Like
Nope.
It's just there forever. I'm actually kind of glad mine's there because there's some cool pictures of me, one of the bands I was in. There's some cool stage photos
Same.
that I'm glad are there. I don't have anything like embarrassing on my page, but it is odd though to think that I'll never be able to get rid of it.
I mean, it's the only bad. It's how long? Like 15, maybe not 20 years ago. But yes, I do have some band photos as well. But it was taken with I don't know, like an LG chocolate or a razor.
Yeah,
like a potato, basically.
Band photo? You were in a band?
I was in a few bands. Yeah.
I didn't realize this about you. How did I not know this?
I play bass.
You do?
I
didn't know this. How did I not know this about you?
I don't know.
This is weird. We've never talked about
I
that.
played many violin. I played for 8 years.
Really?
Yep. The alto saxophone, the bass, and the guitar. I could never figure out the piano or the drums though. Too many moving parts.
How is it that we've never talked about this?
I have no idea, man. I thought we might have, but
what bands? Like anybody I might remember? Like local bands?
Probably not.
Try me. You might be surprised.
My high school band was for external use only, which we got kicked out of Millie's because we were 16 and we shouldn't be playing in a bar.
Yeah. What was the name of the band?
For external use only.
Oh, for external use only. Okay.
0% chance for that. And then I played in No Man's Island, which they they realized, Kyle, you actually can't play bass that well, so we're getting a new guy. So they branched out to two bands called Old Gray and Sorority Noise, which were very successful.
Old Gray, I'm familiar with. Very familiar, actually. But you weren't in Old Gray.
I just made them. I got them together.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but then they realized they could get someone better than me. So shout out Cam and Charlie.
Oh,
proud of you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I jammed for a bit.
Anything after that?
Not lately, bud.
Yeah. Do you have any music online anywhere? Or?
That yes is the short answer, but they're not. They're kind of just live, not well programmed, but
of what band?
No Man's Island, probably on there.
On YouTube, like videos.
Yeah, you could probably see our talent show on there.
No kidding. Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe back at Rocco's. If you're familiar with Rocco's.
Oh, I remember. I did many a show there.
Many a show at Rocco's.
Yeah, with the Rocco's was a weird place with all the mirrors.
It was very interesting.
It was a weird place.
It was a lot of different scenes because we were we never sing. We were a post rock band.
Oh. And
then they progressed to other stuff. But
I'm
trying to think of where else we played. Somewhere in Goffstown, Ground Zero, maybe.
Ground Zero was Ground Zero wasn't in. Well, maybe it was in Goffstown at one point. It ended up in Christian's place, right? Christian Skinner's place. I know Christian really well. Not Christian Lacoste, Christian Skinner. Ground Zero ended up in. Maybe it was in Goffstown originally because I think it moved. It ended up in Allenstown.
It could have been that too, but
or Suncook, whatever it is. That little area there on Route 3.
Yeah, their kids were always around.
Yeah.
But if you left, you couldn't come back in.
Yeah.
So that was a problem because people like nicotine. So
did you ever play Cafe Eclipse, his original place, or was that before you were?
I did not play there, unfortunately.
Okay.
I've been to Sad Cafe, which I forget where that is too, but that was
that's in Plastow. I did many a show there. Yeah. I'd often be the oldest one in the room as far as the bands go, but yeah, I had a couple bands that we did a bunch of shows there at Sad Cafe. That was a fun place because they would record it for you and give you a CD at the end of the night.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
and they don't do that anymore.
Unfortunately, the CD would, sometimes it wasn't worth. It depended on who was running sound.
Yeah, and I paid to play as well, so I had to sell X amount of tickets just to even get on the list. But they figured it out.
Yeah. Wow. See, I didn't know any of this about you. Do you ever think about getting back into it, or?
I would love to, but it's not the housing market is ridiculous. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
My rent's doubled since I moved in.
Literally?
When I moved in, it was $750. Now it's $1,300. So
that's
almost.
Well, that's close to doubled. Wow.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of gigs around here where it would make sense for me to. I would love to.
Yeah.
Are you you're a bassist as well?
Yes.
Pick or you
Pick.
slap?
I'm
a picker
prefer
too.
Yeah. I can play without a pick, and a couple of the bands I was in, there would be one or two songs where I would play without a pick, depending on what the song called for. But yeah, I prefer to use a pick.
Do the runs if you have to, but
Yeah,
I'm a pick guy too.
Oh,
Just I don't know. I like the sound better.
Yeah.
And I have small hands.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Gene Simmons, of course. Kiss is my favorite band. Gene plays with a pick.
I do know that about both of you.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be damned. See, I had no idea about all of this.
It was a long time ago.
I never knew. It's long ago and it was far away. Yeah, every once in a while, Jenny will ask me if I miss it, but the only time I really miss it is if I have a band come in for an interview, and then I'll kind of get that, or if we go, like we were at Swarmy Fest, Jenny and I went to Swarmy Fest at Jewel, or I went to intro the band at Edgewise at Angel City Music Hall, and it's like in those moments, where you go up on stage to introduce a band or something, and it's like, oh, I'm standing on a stage in front of people. I do kind of miss this.
Yeah, and then you don't get to play it. That's the worst part.
Yeah, but it's so in those moments I miss it, but I don't know how I would fit it into my schedule at this point. And the thing about this is, this is like instant gratification, coming in and doing a radio show. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Whereas with playing in a band, it's like there's a lot of work that goes into it.
But once we didn't sing, but once people actually start to learn your songs and know your songs, they come for you. That's not just your friends, your family.
Yeah.
That's when it actually hits home.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can't replicate that high.
Yeah. Probably my favorite moment on stage, I was in a band called First Shove, and we played a show. It was in, believe it or not, it was in Bristol, way up north. But it was this festival, a bunch of metal bands in this field. I don't even remember what it was called, and or who else played that day. It's funny. I remember very little about the day, even though I pride myself on having an excellent memory. But I just remember being on that stage. It was probably the biggest crowd I'd ever played in front of, and a mosh pit breaks out. And I've never even been in a mosh pit in my life. Just never interested me. But to be on stage playing a song and watching that develop, this huge mosh pit in front of me.
Yeah, just pure emotion.
And it's like, and I'm on stage, like I'm part of what's making this happen. And in that moment, it was metaphysical, as my dad would say.
Very
it was
surreal.
Like, wow, I wish I could do this every day.
This is what it's about. Get paid to do that.
Yeah.
It's bananas. And a couple bucks, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing to brag about.
I never made much money in that aspect of it, but
it wasn't about that. That's not what it's about.
I mean, I don't think we were paid to play that festival. I think we were just there just to do it. But my God, I'll never forget that moment for the rest of my life. Just being, and that had happened before, where maybe a small pit breaks out at some of the shows we did with that band at least. But nothing like what I saw that day, and just being on stage and looking out at this crowd and seeing that. I was like, wow.
How many people do you think were there?
I got goosebumps thinking about it. It was a couple thousand people.
Nice.
Yeah, it was the biggest crowd I'd ever played in front of.
That's awesome.
Because I was used to playing the bars, and when the Uptown Tavern was open, I used to do a lot of shows there because I would also promote shows there in addition to playing. So I was used to that kind of thing.
50 people is exciting, but
a couple
thousand is.
Yeah, that was quite a night.
That's awesome.
The mosquitoes were bad. It was middle of summer, but didn't care.
That's all right. We'll bounce back from that.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. 603-250-6007 is the number. 603-250-6007. Wow, I can't believe. Anyway, so we'll circle back to TikTok, but it's interesting to learn that about. See, all this time I had no idea you were a musician.
Yeah, that's where the hair came from.
Do you ever think about? Do you have a guitar still?
Yeah, I have a regular guitar. I don't have a bass. I just have a.
Do you have an acoustic?
No, I'm not an acoustic guy because you can cheat more with the electric.
True. Now, I was curious if you ever thought about bringing in a guitar and like maybe playing a song with Katie and her dad or something.
I would never do that.
No?
Not with these people on the Facebook chat. I'd rather be face to face and you can ridicule me there, but
right.
Yeah, and I don't have a voice anymore. That was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But I can, I mean, let me shake the rust off. I could still do bass, but no, I'm not the man I once was, or the young boy, whatever.
Melanie in the chat says, can we circle back to peeing on the desk? No, that is, I think that would be frowned upon in this establishment.
It'd be punk rock, though. You're right.
It would be very punk rock. Yes.
G.G. Allen-esque.
We're talking about playing with a pick or without a pick. Tony Petrello in the chat room says, I can play drums without sticks. Yeah, they call it a bongo.
They do.
Yeah, he's a musician, Tony. And Rocky Huber says, I thought Gene Simmons played guitar with his tongue. No, that would be really difficult. Oh, so Katie's giving you some encouragement. She says, you just need to get your vocals back into working order.
There's a lot of variables in that.
Yeah.
A lot of poor life choices that have led me to this. I feel like I'm getting deeper as the show goes on.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think you are. But no, that's interesting. Well, we learned something about you. That's cool.
I used to slap at a bass.
Yeah.
I'll pick at a bass.
So TikTok, apparently there is legislation to actually, this is the first time I can remember anything like this happening, where politicians actually want to get rid of an entire social media platform, or at least restrict and ban its use in the United States. Reuters is reporting Republican Senator Marco Rubio today announced bipartisan legislation to ban China's popular social media app TikTok, ratcheting up pressure on owner ByteDance Limited amid U.S. fears the app could be used to spy on Americans and censor content. Is that why you don't use TikTok? You're afraid China's spying on you?
If anyone has the time to spy on me and they're putting resources in, that's concerning.
Yes.
I mean, you can watch me do whatever I want.
Yeah. And China's probably busy.
I did not know it was from China, but
yeah.
Have you seen the TikToks? It's nothing to spy about. It's not like there's we're doing I don't know, like our military plans or anything. It's
right.
A bunch of kids dancing. Is there a limited time frame for that too, or can it be as long?
Lip syncing. No, I think TikTok. I don't know how long they give you, but yeah, the videos have to be relatively short.
Yeah, I mean, you can take that information, use it however you'd like.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more concerns. Who's this guy? Rubio?
Marco Rubio, yes.
Marco, buddy. You pick a different platform. That's not you're not going to get new voters to go out for you next time.
That's true. He's not going to get young voters, that's for sure. Young people love TikTok.
I mean, it's the short attention span. You know, you can watch
100
videos in a minute.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I just I don't understand that. Do you think they're spying on us?
I'm skeptical, but I mean, if there's a legitimate national security concern, and it's not the first time it's been raised. During the Trump administration, there was something about actually forcing TikTok to, or the company that owns TikTok, ByteDance, actually trying to force them to sell TikTok to Google or something, but it ended up fizzling out. It didn't happen, obviously, but there was something about that.
So it's just because it's China, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everyone's gets suspicious because it's China, because we do know that the Chinese do spy on us. And when Christopher Wray became head of the FBI, he said recently, in fact, that he didn't realize until he became head of the FBI just to what extent China tries to mess with us on a cyber level, in terms of hacking, in terms of spying, in terms of stealing our intellectual property, which we kind of already knew.
Well, if anyone wants to steal my identity, take all my debt, I'd appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yes.
But, is TikTok the place to start? Is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so necessarily. By the way, Knights Adcock in the Facebook live chat says, we have to shave our faces. China of Chinese people. Yes, well said, Knights Adcock. Rocky Huber says, Knights Adcock is from Greensboro, North Carolina. Rocky Huber says, there's also the facial recognition aspect of it. That's part of the concern when they match your face to a character. Ah, interesting.
So, what do you mean by character?
If they're going to steal your image, your identity, for something else, for
just whatever they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Hopwood says the European Union. I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. Let me try that again. John Hopwood says the European Union has moved against TikTok as it is a Chinese state actor. I didn't realize that.
I did not either. I did not know TikTok was this concerning to everyone.
Yes. And Knights Adcock says, we say to you, #Matt. That's right. We are from Greensboro, North Carolina.
And we say to you as well.
Yes. Hashtag. They use hashtags in Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't know if you knew that. A lot of hashtags.
I could count the hashtags I've used on one hand, probably.
Well, if you ever meet anyone from Greensboro, you'll be using them a lot. Oh, hello to DJ Steve, who is in the Facebook live chat. It says here, the legislation would block all transactions from any social media company in or under the influence of China and Russia, Rubio's office said in a news release, adding that a companion bill in the U.S. House of Representatives was sponsored by Republican Congressman Mike Gallagher and Democrat Raja Krishnamurti. I'm not sure I'm saying that even remotely correctly, which is probably an indication that I'm not saying it remotely correctly. But yes, this is bipartisan legislation.
This is just absolutely blowing my mind. I did not know this.
Yes. So in response, a spokesperson said for TikTok said, quote, it is troubling that rather than encouraging the administration to conclude its national security review of TikTok, some members of Congress have decided to push for a politically motivated ban that will do nothing to advance the national security of the United States, unquote, adding that the company would continue to brief members of Congress on the plans that are well underway, quote, to further secure our platform in the United States, unquote. The bill comes as scrutiny of TikTok has grown in Washington in recent weeks after a failed bid by the Trump administration to ban the video sharing app. At a hearing last month, FBI Director Chris Wray said TikTok's U.S. operations raise national security concerns, flagging the risk that the Chinese government could harness it to influence users or control their devices. Alabama and Utah on Monday joined other U.S. states prohibiting the use of TikTok on state government devices and computer networks due to national security concerns. Oh, that makes sense, I guess, if there's a worry about it.
Who makes iPhones?
That's Apple.
Yeah, but is it China?
Yes. Well, they're made in Chinese factories, yeah.
So, I mean, wouldn't they already have access to my phone anyway if they made it?
Probably.
So why would they start there?
Well, a lot of people probably put TikTok on their iPhones.
They put a lot of so maybe not TikTok. Maybe it's I don't know, YouTube or Twitter or Tinder or Grindr or whatever. Like they just.
Ooh, that could get embarrassing.
I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants, man. But
no, it's true.
I feel like if you can influence one thing, you can do it all. But if you're just, what's the demographic for TikTok users?
Oh, it's got to be like under 30 females. A lot of teenagers, a lot of teenage kids on there.
I just feel like there's better things to worry about.
Yeah,
I won't say attack, but if I were China and wanted to influence, I mean, I don't understand why that's a priority. I mean, you can like get in the system, like I don't know, it's questionable to me.
John Hopwood in the chat room says, Carl, he's calling you Carl.
I'm Carl now.
Privacy was a major concern of Americans before Generation XYZ. all decided they were privileged to give up the information on their lives.
I agree, but like I can pay with my phone, like and everything is on my phone. I don't even need a wallet anymore. So I'm just saying why that's the focus is TikTok when there's so many other ways they could infiltrate.
Yes. Rocky Uber says, "What's Grindr, Carl?"
Grindr is it's also called a hoagie or a hero. It's a sub.
Yeah. I like a Grindr. I'll tell you.
Nice steak and cheese.
I could go for a Grindr.
I'm sure.
Well, just gobble that right down. I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's finger looking good.
Good stuff. Knights Adcock says, "We are going to say that we will be performing some tribute to Sammy Davis Jr. songs and Frank Sinatra songs." Very nice.
Can't wait for that.
Yes. We say that is true. # Matt.
I'm going to get on this # Matt thing.
Mm-hmm.
That should be your concern. Too many # Matts.
That's true. I could have been infiltrated. Perhaps hashtags aren't really a product of Greensboro, North Carolina. For all I know, Greensboro, North Carolina may have recently been annexed by China.
I've never been there.
I never have either. Maybe it's in China now, and that's why.
Very interesting.
Now, that's a very upsetting thing to think about.
Something to consider.
John Hopwood points out Chinese use telecom devices and social media to control people's lives in China. Look up social credit system. That's true. Did you know about this? In China, they have a social credit system. It's like, so instead of it being about money, it's about like, I guess, for example, I don't know much about it, but from the little bit that I do know. So if you are someone who you're publicly seen holding the door open for someone, that's good social credit. If you're someone who just doesn't care and doesn't bother to notice there's somebody behind you as you walk into a place and you don't hold the door, that would be bad social credit.
I did not. So, like, if I gave a lady a desk, that would be good social credit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm in it.
But if you pee on the desk, that would be bad social credit.
Okay. And how does this? Is this a currency? How does this affect your life?
I don't know exactly, but they control so much. In China, they control so much of your life. John Hopwood says in Russia, too, Russia controls people with a social credit system. That I didn't know. I thought that was unique to China. John says in a social credit system, if you speak out against China or upset the government, they stop your ability to make payments. Thus, you have no money. So your social credit can actually affect you monetarily as well.
I bet my social credit's better than my actual credit right now. But I mean, I don't hate it. Just don't be a jerk.
Right.
But that also takes away from our freedom of speech.
Yes. We want to be free to speak against the government.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Obama.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama. I heard Obama invented TikTok.
He might have.
Yes.
I don't know, let me see his birth certificate. It's probably from China. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
There probably is a conspiracy theory somewhere that I have a theory that whatever crazy conspiracy you could come up with, probably someone's already thought of, and there's probably a YouTube video about it somewhere. And then in the YouTube comments, there's people commenting on how that theory makes complete sense.
I mean, if you break it down enough, everything makes nothing and everything makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We have a call. Our friend Ron is on the line. Hi, Ron.
Yeah. You speak out against Iran, they hang you from a crane.
Yes.
Public hanging.
Yeah, there was a story about that today. One of the soccer players, I believe, spoke out and is either scheduled to be or has been executed.
What?
Yeah,
already has been.
Already has been. That okay? Wow. Yeah, that's terrible.
I guess there's media pictures of them hanging and spinning.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's horrifying. From a crane?
2 in 1 week.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah. That's, I'll tell you what, it's, we,
God bless the USA.
It's easy to take the First Amendment for granted, but I'll tell you, it's nice to know that you can say whatever you want to about the government and not be executed here in the United States.
And if I'm wrong, I could be, but I don't think so. I think one of the things he was speaking out about was that girl that was killed for not wearing her veil correctly.
Yes, the hijab. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the soccer player had been speaking out about that. Yep.
And he just played for his country.
All right, I know you're getting ready to wrap it up, but I just stuck that in there.
Yeah, thank you, Ron, for the call. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That does open up a line for you if someone wants to get in with a quick call. We are almost out of time, but 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. John points out something interesting in the chat because my dad has talked about this too. In a system where the economy is cashless or heavily dependent on online financial transactions, a social credit system is used to control your behavior, just like Canada uses an online financial cutoff of the truckers who were protesting. Used an online financial cutoff of the protesters, of the truckers who were protesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, my dad has expressed that concern too about a cashless society. Although I don't, I'm someone who, I never carry cash. I use my debit card everywhere. But,
right. I think we should go back to the barter system.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Yep.
So not even go back to the gold standard, go all the way back to the barter system.
I will give you 2 chickens, my phone, and you will give me I don't know what's that good enough for?
I don't know.
Your second daughter or something?
See, the problem with the barter system is people who are not good at negotiating and making deals would basically starve to death.
Well, don't sell your chickens then.
Yeah, that's true. Don't sell your chickens till you need to. I was going to say until they hatch, but they've already hatched, or you wouldn't, unless you're selling someone eggs.
That's true, but the chicken's an investment. You get more eggs.
That's true.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand how the clouds work. There's just money in the clouds everywhere now.
I didn't know that. There's money in the clouds.
In the cloud. You know what the cloud is?
That's exciting. Oh, the cloud. I thought you said the clouds. I was confused.
I did pluralize it, but...
You did, and that was confusing. I thought maybe when it rains, it's going to rain money or something. That'd be awesome if it did.
That or raining men. Hallelujah.
Well, that's, you did mention Grindr earlier.
I did.
Or was it you who mentioned it or Rocky?
I believe I did bring it up.
Yes. Well,
It's weird that, there's no tangible money anymore. So it's all... I don't know, we're using the honor system, I guess.
Well, that's one of the concerns about cryptocurrency, too, is that, if we do truly become a cashless society, it makes it that much easier for government or some nefarious agency of some kind to exert control. Ron is back on the line. Hi, Ron.
Yeah, real quick. Carl, you got me thinking. More chickens, you get more eggs, or is it the other way around? More eggs, you get more chickens?
It can go both ways.
Which came first, more eggs or more chickens?
I think
see, there's a dilemma. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Dilemma. I believe it's the chicken.
It's a mind. It's a mind bender. I'll tell you. Well, without the chickens, you can't have any eggs. But without the eggs, where do the chickens come from?
God.
Oh, good.
Didn't think about that.
Well, I'm glad. That's a relief.
I just came here to talk about, I don't even know what we were talking about earlier, the fun stuff.
Alex says the ostrich. That's where the chickens came from, or the eggs?
Those are big chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen an ostrich egg?
No. I don't. Well, I might have and not known. I might have seen at some point a giant egg and not known it was from an ostrich. So those are big?
Very large.
So what, do they have multiple chickens in them? Because they're so big?
Oh, that's a great point.
Or do they have or does the ostrich egg have a bunch of smaller chicken eggs?
I'm not a scientist, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to ask the people in China about this. I have no idea.
Katie says ostriches are frightening to her.
They're not nice.
Are they not? I've never had an opportunity to interact with an ostrich.
I think they're spitters and biters.
Oh, that's not nice. That's very rude, actually.
It's not even, not cool birds.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can just keep their heads in the ground then, in the sand.
Yeah. Keep your chicken eggs. Keep your head in the sand.
Yes.
I've lost. Where are we now?
Katie says they're enormous, but I don't know if she means the eggs or the ostriches themselves.
I think both.
Are ostriches big?
I think they're taller than me for sure.
Are they really? Are they that big? Really?
I think I'm 6 feet.
I feel like the only time I've ever seen I don't know if I've ever even seen video of an ostrich. I think I've just seen them in cartoons.
Just illustrations of ostriches.
Yeah. Are they even real? I'm starting to wonder.
I've never met one in person. I've never shook its wing, but.
She says they're fast too.
I was going to say that. I think the fastest bird in the world.
After the show, I'm going to look on YouTube. I'm going to find videos of ostriches, and I'm going to look up, see if I can find a video of your band.
I mean, good luck.
What was the name of the band again? The one you said there might be a video.
I mean, No Man is an Island.
No Man is an Island.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can find that.
It's also a novel as well.
Ah.
I'll indulge in that.
Hmm.
I didn't read it, but
DJ Steve says camels are known for spitting. That's true. Rocky Huber says he saw an ostrich on Elm Street one day, and it was crazy.
Rocky, you're a liar.
Ooh, shots fired.
They wouldn't have an ostrich down here.
Well,
they're not indigenous to this area.
Well, you just have to walk it, right? Like you don't just let it run free. You put it on a leash, I assume.
Could you put like a harness on it? Maybe ride it around town?
Can you? Is it that big that you can ride the ostrich?
I don't know. I'm a smaller guy.
That sounds like a drug reference of some kind, doesn't it?
Could
Like
be.
I'm going to ride the ostrich. It means you're going to do something illicit. I don't know. We are about out of time. Kyle, this has been wonderful. Always nice to see you, my friend.
It's always a pleasure.
And I'm glad that you had an opportunity to sit at the news desk on my program, because I know that doesn't always work out.
It's everyone's desk.
But it's nice to be at the news desk, isn't it?
Yeah, I just like seeing you, and I like to do this forum thing. And I put my hand here every time.
Exactly.
Feels right.
That's how you should do it.
I'm just wherever I can sit in the studio, I'm happy.
Will you be on the morning show tomorrow?
Yes, with confidence.
Excellent. Do you know? Is there anything special? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so you've got Bill Cini, right?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. Yep, we have Bill Cini. Sometimes we have Katie. We'll see how she works. The lovely Maddie June will be here, and we'll see who else pops in. We've had a couple comedians this week.
Yeah. I heard Crispy's appearance. That was fun. He's been on this show. He's a lot of fun. I like him a lot.
He gave me some cards on the side that I can't show on the air, but he's enthusiastic.
Did he? I didn't hear all of it. Did he do the Superman thing for you guys, where he throws himself on the floor?
Yeah, he sure did.
Did he explain the whole thing, why he's able to do that and it doesn't hurt him? Did he get into all that?
He did not elaborate.
Oh, okay. Apparently he doesn't feel pain like normal humans do because of a condition that he has. So he's able to throw himself on the floor and it doesn't hurt.
We talked a lot about steroid use, so maybe that is something to do with it.
It might have, yeah.
Is that reference from the actor Superman? What's his name? Reeves.
Oh, Christopher
Reeves, and that's what I thought he was trying to do. He fell off the.
Well, no, because the way he jumps like he's trying to fly like Superman.
Oh, it didn't look like that.
But then he just. Oh, it didn't?
It kind of like went with his knees, and
he may have done it wrong then.
It was fast. And, it didn't stick for the whole audience. I enjoyed it
because he did it. Yeah, Jenny was here that day, the day that he was on our show. Actually, he was at the news desk, and he gets up and he goes, "You want to see my Superman impression?" And he just sort of all of a sudden there's this loud thud.
Yeah,
he gets up and sort of just throws himself on the floor. It was really funny.
We forget that there are people downstairs, but I enjoyed it. I liked his Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Just ping pongs in his eyes.
I've seen him do that. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
You know, for a long time, there was nobody else in the building.
It was
hardly,
awesome.
So we could make all the noise we wanted to.
But now, there's like young adults down there. I'm gonna call them kids, but I'm not sure what they're doing. But it seems productive.
I hope it's not. I hope they're not doing something for the Chinese government secretly.
Well, we've been compromised if they are.
How upsetting would that be?
What are you gonna do, Matt?
Yeah, that's what I said. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, we do have to go. Kyle, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, bud.
And, of course, you can hear Kyle Heavey Kyle Clayton. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. I'm so sorry.
Time. Yeah, Kyle's the taller, more handsome one.
We do have more than one Kyle here at WMNH. What are the odds? Kyle's a fairly common name and not that common. What are the odds of two Kyles at one radio station?
I'm the second best Kyle on this radio station.
Well, you're the second tallest. I don't know if you're
That's
the second.
true. That's true.
That's right. Kyle Clayton, thank you so much, my friend. You can hear Kyle on the morning show with Peter White weekdays, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. right before this show. And tomorrow is Wednesday, so they should have Bill Cini who does trivia on the morning show Wednesday mornings. And then, of course, Thursday nights, he's over at the Hop Knot. So be sure to check that out. And if you miss any part of today's show, this will be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com. And it is Tuesday, so if you're listening live, that means coming up next is Through the Stage Door, hosted by the great Rob Dion. And that's going to do it for us for now. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Freer than a bird to diving, gently carried by the breeze. I'm getting lost. So if you can find